Hi, I'm Renee. I'm an artist. These are some of my paintings. And today I'm gonna take you through some more. I just packaged a ton. I don't even know how many. I've been packaging and adding finishing touches, and I thought, hey, why not show them? I need to be posting more on here anyways. So hi again, it's Renee. And I just finished packaging and adding finishing touches. Not all of them are perfect, but these are all originals. I thought, hey, why not show and tell, right? All of these are 6x9 originals. We're starting again. Some I'm like, ooh, do I leave it as is? Do I continue? This was using a jelly block print thing that I'm still learning how to use. And I went over with oil pastel, and it's this pink sky sunset. And it's really intriguing to me. Metallic has that sheen to it. I love it. I love her. But I'm like, do I add something more? What's next? What's next? This is watercolor. A breath of fresh air. I've got a lot of chaotic backgrounds in this, and then like a in the middle. I'm also like, do I add something here? Do I leave it? It like pulls you in that I really like. This one is watercolor. These are almost all watercolors. I went back to art school this past year because I've always wanted to. I've always been an artist. I had concussions during high school where I had to stop taking my art extracurriculars because I just needed what I needed to graduate on time. And COVID hit. In college, I couldn't do any art classes because my major. I am an artist, is who I am. So this past year, I went back to school, and it's the greatest decision I've ever made. And there were so many things that I never learned about, like sculpture, oil painting, watercolor, ceramics. And now I love them, and it's like quintupled or more my practice of art that was really just like acrylic paintings before. And I'm surrounded by my acrylic paintings right now. It's made those so much stronger too. So if you're thinking about going back to school, if you have that itch in your brain to travel and explore, culinary school's another thing on my mind. I don't know, audit some classes. Do it, or don't audit, like just fully send it, and you'll be thinking yourself. This is another jelly print. In the beginning, these are a bunch of the jelly prints, but jelly print with then acrylic markers and do these eyes. I was just like playing around. I think Enchanted Forest on our way to grandmother's house. I gotta head over to grandmother's house soon. I miss her. Another one. This is copper in that dusty pink, which it reminds me of like the rose gold 2010s era. And I need to add more, but again, tell me this is not a rose gold iPhone, right? Do I just add like the home button here? Oh my gosh. Ellie the Avatar. Whoa, look at her. She's just kickstarted this whole process again for me of going over the watercolor with the acrylic markers. Someone sent me because you're such an angel. I want to add some writing here and here. I just haven't decided what, but I think I'm gonna add ink to this. You go, girl. Sexy strawberry. No, she's weeping, right? She's sad, but she's juicy. That's what matters, all right? All right? I think this is gouache. Gouache. Another Enchanted Forest. Starry, Starry Night. This is watercolor and colored pencil. These are all 6x9. It's like a little fantasy illustration, you know. An adventure for sure. Another gouache one. Sunset. And a lot of these, the way I am a painter, usually I like load up on the paint. I'm like wild. I'm really trying to be patient and let that white background or whatever background sing, because that's like just a rule of thumb that I've been getting as a piece of advice over and over. And I'm like, all right, like, let's see what this can do. How about, you know, really work with that negative space. So again, I'm like, maybe some colored pencil, the acrylic marker I just mentioned could really make this pop more, or even the ink. I'm just sitting with a lot of these, you know? I make a lot of art in one instance, so sometimes I'll like have this creative exuberance and I'll be painting a ton, and then I'll go back and I'll, you know, tighten it in. Packaging is part of that, you know? Clipboard! This is on my website, neenico.com. I love this one. This is watercolor. They're going somewhere. Big eyes, big prize. Love by your side. I make prints of this one. Orange grove, peeling oranges for each other. I love this one. This needs like yellow and orange or something to go over another level, or maybe I leave it over, but I think this one needs some of that yellow, orange, tangerine shades. Using colored pencil. It's a poem. This camera's facing me, so you can't read it, so I will read it to you. Stability. How must I come to know thee? Through aches and pains and broken bones. Is this all you have to teach me? Root to rise. There is no more compromise. Lidara. I wrote this when I was living in Newport, Rhode Island, and I was doing a yoga teacher training. And this is from when we were studying Muladhara, root chakra. And I claim to be no expert here, just an inspired artist from all walks of life. And this is just, you know, a good reminder for me. I wouldn't say that I'm someone that puts the cart or the horse before the cart, or the cart before the horse, cart before the horse. But I have, you know, I'm a chronic people pleaser. I'm working out of it, and I have often struggled at putting other people's needs before my own. And for me, this is a good reminder to, you know, patch up my own holes first. You know, you gotta put the mask over yourself before you help anyone else. I was just working on this one too. I still think she needs more brightening up in here. This is inspired by a walk with my friends when we found all these creatures and silly little spirals everywhere. And I know there's a glare, but I think the glare like adds something to it. You know, this shit ain't AI, all right? I'm an artist. I make every single one of these, okay? All originals. This is another I need some toning in, but I make a lot of these weird, here's the matching. These girls go together, all right? Both watercolor. I did these at Sherwood Island in Westport, Connecticut. I don't live there, but Sherwood Island's beautiful, and it's open to all Connecticut residents. If you didn't know that, so you should go and support it. I love these little coral tree creatures. I'm just looking at some of my paintings around me. This is a recurring theme, whether they're like the seaweed in the water, coral trees stretching out, providing shelter. Hibiscuses are big for me. I'm a huge hibiscus fan. I was lucky enough to just go to Hawaii, and so this is one of my paintings, you know, coming back, dealing with that jet lag. And this is watercolor and colored pencil. Also, a lot of my paintings, I really try to make it so they go all directions. And I love making patterns, working on a lot of patterns right now, but I don't know. I'd love advice. Anyone else likes my paintings and has any tips on how to make them patterns. I really want to make this into fabric, but I need that seamless edge. You know, I duplicate it, but it doesn't lay the way I want it to. Still working on it. I think I just had an idea. If I flipped it or something and it mirrored itself, then it would be seamless. Idea. Here's another one, another pattern. This is watercolor and eyeshadow. I had a little bit of a moment where I was like, goddamn, okay, I was 16 in 2016. I have a lot of makeup from that time period. A lot of it's expired. And I was still using it for like a while. I'm like, hey, like, why isn't this blending right? Like, I didn't realize powders expired like that. And I guess they do expire like way less of a time than other makeup. Like, you should definitely throw your mascara out before your eyeshadow. But now I have all this old makeup. Like, we gotta use it for something. So there's like a sparkle sheen to this. Rose bush. Rose darling. Roses and hibiscus. I paint a lot of those. Another one I was just working on adding finishing touches. I don't have names for all these yet, but I like to write poems that accompany each of my pieces. And when I upload them to my website, I like have a whole poetry series that goes along with them. It's so cute. I love that. Bread of Life. This one I know for sure. I'm not raised Catholic. I went to Catholic school. My whole family's super Catholic. I'm spiritual for sure. It's something I've really removed myself from and come back to. The practices and iconography and all sorts of stuff will always be really resonant to me and inspire me, you know, being a little kid staring up at all the stained glass and the stories and the music. As most Catholics, I have a complicated relationship with my faith and what raised me. But it's part of me and it's part of my story, and I can't deny that. Probably gotta talk louder in these so the microphone can hear me, but it's all good. Strawberry Fields Forever. This is another deli print. I think this is the most successful one so far. Strawberry Fields Forever. This is inspired by flowers in my mother's garden. It's watercolor and colored pencil. Another Hawaii inspired too. There's something really bright and fresh about this one. And then again, with that white background, all the watercolor artists tell me that's the shit right there, you know, like that's it. Here we go again with another pattern idea. I could see a scarf, right? I could see a bag, see bookmarks. I could see pants. I would wear pants or a skirt with this top. I like the idea of like this on silk specifically, because it's like, these are like starfish underwater. It has like that sheen to it that I want to catch the light, like there's water glistening over it. Rainy days can still be sunny, all right? Got some sun showers right here. I think I'm gonna go over this with acrylic marker or two to really define those lines, especially those drops. I want to add kind of a greater emphasis on that. I love this one though. Heavy emotions, heavy downpour can still be met with light and love. I have a print of this. I don't know if it's available right now on my website. I make the prints like prints are super limited, all right? I like this. This was during a Creative Creatures Club moment, which are like these art events that I host that are just like big community fun times, all right? I like her a lot. This one has sandal in it, and I really like that. And we need this beach rose to have more definition. Another Sherwood Island painting. I like her. The smoke. inspired by the smoke. Orange skies, they scare me. A lot of I paint a lot of art. I have huge painting that I'll show sometime soon. Those wildfires. If there's anything that can be said for Gen Z, we take the climate seriously. Just as it should be, you know? Our planet's important. We only have one Earth. Swim in the rivers connecting worlds. I like her a lot. I keep debating this one colored pencil, this, that. I really like her as she is. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I say that and then I'll go over and I'll be like, whoa, why didn't I do this earlier? I did this one on a live stream. I'll do more live streams in the past. It was, you know, it's out of my comfort zone. We're getting there. This is out of my comfort zone too, but we're getting there. I like this. I like painting a bunch and then taking a paper towel and lifting it and stamping it everywhere else. Gives me like, it was like 2000s vibe. I can't really explain it. And final one is this one, Bit Chaotic. Also done during the smoky skies. Me and my swirls, you know. It's a whole swirly girls, Wheel of Fortune. This is a small fraction of what I offer. And check it all out at neenico.com. These are all originals, and these are recent ones I had to package. I try to make a painting or a song, or I write in the books that I'm writing, or more, ceramics, whatever, as a full-time artist. And someone that, like, I don't know, I used to just wait around and doubt myself when it came to my paintings. Now, like, I view art as the #1 thing that lasts, and I'm just trying to get as much out as possible. I do think it through. I think I'm a very pensive person, but I have a lot to say, and this is how I say it. So thank you so much for staying here with me, hearing a little background of my paintings, all my originals. There's a lot available right now at neenico.com, but things are selling, and I don't make prints of everything. If there's anything you're interested, like, let me know, because I also don't list majority of this sort of stuff, and I'll keep this mainly for art markets when you come and see me there. Also, there's a lot that I like, you know? Art's very vulnerable, it's very personal. I can't imagine parting with some of these. But again, as an art collector myself, I understand if you have that connection to a piece too, it can almost take on more than the life it was born into. I think that's the beautiful thing about art and music, and more, like, there's what it means to the artist and the creator of it, and as you share it to a bigger audience, that just grows and grows and grows. So I understand, and I'll probably do more of these videos because I just can't stop making. This is what I do. It's who I am. Bye.